I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for attending the final rounds, and a huge thank you to all of the competitors and to their coaches, because the amount of work that goes into preparing for this type of an event is huge, and we recognize that. And so please give yourselves and give each other a big round of applause. I also want to thank the Animal Legal Defense Fund, without whom we would not be able to do this event. They've been incredibly supportive in making this a reality. I want to thank all of our guest judges, with a special thank you to Judges Graber, Pearson, and Liebman for the final round. Thank you very much. Thank you to our problem authors, Laura Dunn, Chris Green, and Matthew Liebman. Matthew again. And once again, thank you to Professor Kristen Stilt, who is here. Where is she? There she is. Hi. Who directs the animal law program here at Harvard, and we're really excited about what she's doing here at Harvard. And to all of the Harvard Law School staff and volunteers, including the Harvard Law School Student Animal Legal Defense Fund members who helped to put this event together, so thank you. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to Natasha Dolezal, who is the Animal Law LLM Director at Lewis and Clark Law School. Where is Natasha? Oh, there she is. She's one of the event administrators, so she was one of the people behind the scenes putting this whole thing together. And I'm saving the last but biggest thank you for Liberty Mulcahy. Who really needs no introduction. We all know who Liberty is. Thank you, Liberty, for everything. So what we are going to do here is, Liberty is actually going to be reading all of the results. We're going to start with the legislative drafting and lobbying competition, moving on to the closing argument competition, and then the appellate moot court competition. And when you hear your name, please come up here, and I will be giving you a plaque or a certificate. And Natasha is also doing double duty as our photographer, so she's going to take some photos, so just wait. And we're going to start with legislative drafting and lobbying. We also want to hear from the chief judges, or from any of the judges who were participating in these events. And so I'd like to just briefly turn it over to Chris Green, who was the chief judge of the legislative drafting and lobbying competition and also the problem author. And if you would just share for a moment your experience and how the students did, that'd be great. You can do it from there, that's fine.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Obviously, you made it through to the final round. I didn't see any of the others. And I realized how difficult this was. Switching sides was sort of an idea we came up with. But getting that news sort of late today, as I saw people in the hotel lobby last night in the wee hours toiling away, I realized that it was more of a challenge than it might have been anticipated to be. So I apologize for that, but and this is, as they say, a game of inches, and it's very, very close. I know yesterday, in the preliminary rounds, the grading, there were two groups of folks that were tied, and those two groups were separated by 1 point. So that's how close this was as well. Yeah, great. I can't think of. I hope those of you who competed will continue to compete next year. Yeah, and anything that you have, please, we want to make this better each year, so it would really help us if we give you lots of feedback. It would help if you return favor and gave us feedback on stuff that you thought worked, didn't work, or would have been more or less fair. Thanks.
So first we have the winner of the Best Bill and Fact Sheet, who is competitor number 41, Alicia Progoski from Michigan University Cooley Law School. Congratulations. And next I'm going to announce the two finalists for the legislative drafting and lobbying competition. We have competitor number 44, Zelda Elson from Northwestern University School of Law. And we also have competitor number 46, Laura Vaught from the University of Tennessee College of Law. Is Zelda here? And our second place winner for legislative drafting and lobbying is competitor number 41, Alicia Progoski from Michigan University Cooley Law School. Which means that the winner of the legislative drafting and lobbying competition is competitor number 43, Sarah Butler from Lewis and Clark Law School. So congratulations to everyone. We're going to be moving on to the closing argument competition, and we'd love to hear from Scott Heiser.
I'll just do it. I'll do the first
Okay.
thing. Speak from right here, although as a former politician, I'm so drawn to that camera.
It just turns.
I lost the rest of my panel to ground transportation, attrition, and flight scheduling. So everybody else had to leave, but they send their best wishes. And as Chris said, the scoring this year was incredibly close. Tenths of a point in some cases were separated. Yesterday's competitors were final round and today's one. So on behalf of my colleagues who helped me judge this process, you all did so dang well. If you don't take home an award today, it doesn't mean you were excellent. It doesn't mean you were worthy. It just means that the scoring process, being what it is, resulted in a different outcome. Excellent work. People this age, and I'm 50, I'm old. And I watch these youngsters coming up. I was never even close to that good when I was their age. So I'm proud of you. I'm honored to be a part of this. You did such a good job. Thank you so much for your opportunity.
So we have two finalists for closing argument competition. The first one is competitor number 28, Rebecca Todd from South Texas College of Law. And the second is competitor number 34, Aline Anello from Harvard Law School. And the second place winner of closing argument competition is competitor number 29, Garrett Mize from South Texas College of Law. Which means that the winner of the closing argument competition this year is competitor number 26, Adam Bolatin from the John Marshall Law School. So before I turn it over to the final round judges for the appellate moot court competition, we're going to give a couple of awards. The first is for Best Brief, and the winner of Best Brief this year is team number 15, Aleem Dalla and Catherine Frank from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, William S. Boyd School of Law. They're not in the audience at the moment. We also have an award for Best Oral Advocate in the preliminary rounds. And I just wanted to mention that this particular competitor was voted by every single judge they saw as the Best Oral Advocate, not only in the preliminaries, but also in the semifinal rounds. So that person is competitor number 21, Sophie Guilfoyle from Vermont Law School.
Thank you.
and then we'll read the semifinalists before I turn it over to you for some wonderful comments. So for the semifinalists, we have team number 16, Eliza Kempner and Nayantara Bhushan from Georgetown University Law Center. And we have team number 13, Cameron Jimmo and Youngwoo Jo from Lewis and Clark Law School. Now I'm going to turn the mic over to you for some comments about our finalists.
Thank you. I'm going to hold on to this because it keeps dropping into my lap. I'm going to echo what the folks said who were in charge of the other parts of the competition. The level of talent was extremely high, and all the arguments were very well presented. I would count it a lucky day if all of the lawyers in my courtroom were as good as these four were today, as well prepared, as thoughtful, as responsive, and we really appreciate it and all the work that went into it. And I know you all want to know the answer, so the winner of the moot court final round is the Appalese team, and I don't know the numbers or the identities, but it was Ms. Guilfoyle and Mr. Lake.
From Vermont Law School. And the second place team is team number 22, Kate Brindle and Claire Corsi from Michigan State University College of Law.
So congratulations to everybody on the fabulous job. Once again. And for those of you who have plaques, we actually have boxes that you can use, and we come on up here. For first place winners, we also have a plaque for your school. So come up here before you leave. And also, we would love the opportunity to take photos with the judges from whichever competition you happen to participate in. So before everybody goes dashing off, if you could maybe come down and we could take photos with the judges. And thank you again. It was a wonderful event. I had so much fun. And we look forward to seeing you next year at the 13th Annual National Animal Law Competitions. And wherever you're heading, I hope you have safe travels and that you avoid the snowstorm that's coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you.